Oh, okay.
You tell me who joins. Let's
I'm gonna watch
see.
it
So
right
we're
over
gonna
here.
go this way just a little bit.
Oh, let me move my chair. I get over here and I'll
Go
watch.
down.
Wait a minute.
Melissa.
There she is. Hey, Melissa. What's up, Brother Durrett? What about Rudy not understanding the rules of the game? But I know that Matt Heinemann's wife watches all the time. I need to get Matt's. Hey, Philip Salimi. There's Will Chase. We got a good one tonight, folks. He's dense. I like that.
Emily. Hey, Emily. John.
Hey, John Walters. Give us not a few minutes. Give us a minute. We're going to let a few people join. Get your beer, glass of wine. We're going to get this Tenderloin started. Hey, Annie.
Chairs?
All right. Ia is watching. There you go. You got it. And I need Chris to look at this. Somebody look at this bottle of wine and tell me where it's from. I don't know what the distributor is on it. It's the first time I've ever had it.
Let's go.
Let's go? Mm-hmm. All right, let's do it. So what are we cooking tonight? We are going to cook a beef tenderloin. We are going to finish it. Once it rests, we're going to slice it. We're going to finish it with a homemade Gorgonzola cream sauce. And in the meantime, while we're doing that, we're going to make some Brussels sprouts, little balsamic, a little bit of pancetta. I said bacon in my description, but then we cooked all the bacon for the kids. But luckily, we had some little diced pancetta in the fridge, so we're going to use that. And it's going to be good to go. We've got our egg fired up. We're around 480. We're pretty hot. I want to keep it under 500. I've got my cast iron in there. And along with my coals, I threw in a little bit of this. Okay, can we see that? Mm-hmm. All right, we've got a little B3 Mississippi pecan wood. All right, I picked this up. This was part of my little wonderful gift package from the fine folks at Dixie Pickers. It's got some nice little pecan wood chunks in there. Threw a few of those on the fire, so that ought to add a good little flavor to it. So we've got our tenderloin. You might be saying, what happened to the rest of it? If you want to know, go check out the YouTube channel. I did a whole video today on how we trimmed this. I've got a bunch of scrap meat stuff in the fridge ready for stews, chilies. I wanted just the barrel of the tenderloin tonight, so we carved it out to that.
Robin says she's watching from the hot tub.
Nice.
And Emily says she's watching in the car. They took a field trip to Las Delicias.
Yeah.
They're getting a picture of margaritas from the takeout.
Wow, that sounds pretty good.
Let me know how those are.
Down in New Orleans. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of kosher salt here on this tenderloin. We got a big piece of meat. Don't be shy. All right, hit it nice and hard. All right, we're making a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. We're going to add our black pepper.
We have a special social distancing guest for Easter Eve tonight. It's Easter Eve. It's my worst day of the year.
Oh, that sounds bad. All right, so we're getting a good salt and pepper on there. Okay. And now what we're going to do is, and we'll add some more. We'll give this thing a little burp. You can see I've got the cast iron in there. Got that little Mississippi pecan wood from B3.
Cooking burgers
Woo.
on my egg with you.
Who is that?
It's Philip Salimi.
There you
Did
go.
I say it right?
Yeah. All right, we're going to lay this beautiful. Let me swirl some of that oil around. We're going to lay that beautiful tenderloin right in here. Now, what are we trying to do here? We are trying to build a crust on this tenderloin. All right? You know, if you know me and you've been watching, you know that mess drives me insane. Wipe some of it up. You can hear it, hopefully. Can we hear it on there?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay. Now we're going to hit this second side.
Turn, can you hold on just a minute?
All right, little salt and pepper.
Maybe
We might be here a minute, folks.
Maybe the Easter Bunny will bring me a big green egg, Emily said.
Yeah, that'd
Be
nice.
a really nice Easter Bunny.
So here's what we're gonna do. We've got it in our cast iron. I'm not, sorry, pepper got in my throat. I'm not gonna cook it in my cast iron the whole time. I'm just gonna use that cast iron to get a good little sear. I'm gonna open my vent now that I have it open. Crank it up a little bit. We're gonna sear each side. Then we're gonna remove it out of that cast iron, lay it on the edge of our egg, let it continue to cook. We want to try to cook this to around 125, 127 and let it rest. So this is going to be a little bit longer of a video. We're going to go slow, show you all the steps, pop in, pop out, have a glass of wine, enjoy yourself, stay with us, whatever you want to do. All right? So, like I said, we're going to make Brussels sprouts with this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make this simple for y'all. When I'm done searing that steak in that cast iron, I'm going to lift it out, like I said, lay it on the edge. I'm going to use the same skillet with a lot of those drippings and stuff from the steak, and I'm going to deglaze it with a little bit of balsamic vinegar. All right? And then we're going to fry up our pancetta. We're going to use the same skillet. It's going to have so much great flavor. It's going to be wonderful. Let's check our... I'm sitting 450. I open the vent. It's going to creep up here to around 475, 500. That's fine. We want a big crust. And getting a crust on every side is important. Let's give her a check. You can see it going to town there. And look how quickly already we're getting a gorgeous crust on that tenderloin. Is that good, babe?
Turn it to the side. It'd be great. Oh, that's a little difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Right. Let's go to side number 2. That's what we want. When we build that crust on the outside of the steak, it really helps retain all the juices. There's nothing better to me than a great steak that has a wonderful kind of thick salt and pepper crust. You'll notice we're not marinating. We're not using pineapple juice, soy sauce, Italian dressing. You don't need it. You need salt, pepper, and olive oil. That's what builds a great crust. Okay? So some people have been asking me, and I do read the comments, about a reverse sear. And I'm going to do a reverse sear coming up here soon because I recently got an immersion circulator where you can cook in the water in the bag at a certain temperature. It gets the meat perfect, and then you bring it outside once it's done and sear it. That's coming soon. But tonight we're doing the old school way. We're going to sear the outside, set it to the side, and let it go.
I've been wanting him to do these Brussels sprouts too. They're so good.
All right, little burp. It's not, remember, give that another second. Remember, put your cast iron on your grill, put it on your stove, however you're cooking. Start at 15 minutes or so before you're ready to put your meat in there. And we had this steak out for about the past 30, 40 minutes, getting to room temperature. Always get your meat to room temperature. Don't try to do it cold. All right? So we've got a beautiful crust on that side. Can we see that, Kat?
I can see it. It's
all right,
great.
Let's crank it up here. Don't forget your little sides here. Doesn't have to be long. Hold it with your tongs. Let it get on that side. Did Ann say anything? Does Chris know about this wine?
No, I was going to look at it, but I only have like 5% on my phone.
Okay.
What was it called again?
The Fabulist.
Oh, Lynn's watching. Maybe she can tell
Hey,
us.
Lynn. Tell us what distributor this Fabulist is from. Catherine just went to Cheers, and you told them what? Find me a nice wine for around $25, $30?
Uh-huh.
This was the cab that they selected. The Fabulous 373. I'm not familiar with it. Don't know what distributor in town carries it. Look at that. We hit that side.
Ooh.
Beautiful crust.
Yeah. Well, we'll be praying for you, Melissa. Lordy. The Fabulist. Hey, Skip. Skip, Granddad's over here.
Social distancing. They're out visiting all the grandkids. My parents came by the other day. It's so weird to have everybody stop by and just basically be in the driveway or wearing masks or things like that. So But I appreciate everybody coming by, and we look forward to seeing y'all more. So, all right, now we've got every side. I'm pleased with it. We've got a good sear on every side. All right, now we're going to lay this thing right on the grill there, and we're going to let it start cooking. But in the meantime, I'm going to take a little bit of this pancetta.
Or pieces.
All right, it's got some good fat on it. We're going to add that into our skillet.
I love your little Chester copper pot bowls.
Thank Ia. They're from
Oh,
Ia,
Ia,
from
we
my
love
mom.
these.
She
Are
gave me these little
adorable.
copper pots. I absolutely love them.
Where did you get those, Ia?
So you can see immediately in this hot cast iron, that pancetta is starting to fry up. It's going to release a lot of kind of fat in there. If you got bacon, use it. Bacon will be just fine. I was going to use bacon, but we made it for the kids for breakfast. So immediately, I'm pleased with that. Now, typically we would cook this pancetta. We would allow it to really get cooked all the way through. Then we would pull it out. I'm not doing that. I put it in just for a minute. Let it start releasing some of that natural juice. All right. We're going to go in here with our Brussels sprouts. And then we're going to add a little salt and pepper.
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Who's saying that?
Ia said she got them at Bed Bath & Beyond, the Chester copper
Oh,
bowls.
those are nice. I love them. I use them every night. We're going to give that a little bit of stir. We're going to combine the Brussels sprouts. They're going to start picking up some of that little bit of fat that's rendering off. And we're going to get them in a little bit of a single layer here. All right. We're going to shut the lid, let these start cooking. I did say balsamic. The balsamic's coming. We don't want to do that too soon. It's got a lot of sugar in it. We don't want it to burn, so we're going to add those toward the end. All right?
All right, I know about the wine.
What? Tell me the details
Lynn
on the wine.
says it's from a small distributor out of Nashville, Advantage. Did I say that right? I believe it's a Cabernet from Paso. P-A-S-O? Is that?
Paso Robles.
Paso Robles.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's correct.
So, like we're talking about
I
Mexican
don't
money or
know.
something.
Gosh, I'm not.
All right, so let's show this wine. I love the label.
How many
Is that a
pesos?
dragon? Is that a dragonfly?
I don't know. I don't even know the
What do you
difference
call
between
those things?
Paso and Paso.
Yeah. So tell me if I'm in the shot here.
Burgers.
Here's what we got tonight. Like I said, Kat. I know I was shoving the fabulous part. Kat went out. I told her, look, let's grab a cab. We hadn't done a lot of cabs lately, but we're doing a big old piece of tenderloin. We need a nice big wine. She went up to our local store. Thanks, Lynn, up at Cheers. Told the staff, hey, here's my price range, $25, $30. And this is what they came back with. Neither Kat nor I had ever seen this before. The Fabulous Cabernet Sauvignon, 373 vintage. It's got a little ant up there.
Robin said
2018.
that's a cicada.
It's a cicada.
I don't know. She doesn't know. She's in
Okay, well, a cicada. I do like the package. I think it really looks good. It is, here's the back, Fabulous Wine Company, Paso Robles. It says, now accept the gift of the fabulist, which has been told and mulled over an attempt to give both, what does that say? Weary ants and shiftless, she was right, cicadas, peace of mind in a belly full of warmth. All right, there you go. Cicada is it.
Bobo, take it back.
All right, you want a little sip of that, baby?
Sure, I'll try that.
I've tried it. It's really fantastic. What was the price of this?
I think it was 25.
25. Beautiful color. You can see that on there. Really deep color on that wine. Looking nice. Bam. Robin said bam. So there we go. Who is that? Hey, Noel Cowan. Hey, happy late birthday. I saw that on Facebook. So we've got our tenderloin going. We've got our Brussels sprouts going. Let's give them a check here. We are currently at about 475, 480. We're holding our temp.
Hey, Don. The wieners are in the house.
Hey, Don. Brussels sprouts are going. And look, don't worry about the little pancetta. if it's getting a little bit dark, you know, I like it to be a little bit crispy. All right, you can see we are already starting to get some fantastic color on those Brussels sprouts. They're looking good. All right, we're going to keep those cooking. Tenderloin, looking wonderful.
Oh, wow. So
right.
what temperature is the inside right now?
475.
I'm talking of the beef tenderloin.
Oh, it's still rare. And that's why I was saying that this video may be a minute.
Hi, D.
But we want to show everybody really how to do this. We're in no rush over here. I don't think really anybody's in a rush to do anything. So, you know, like I said, pop in, pop out. We're going to cook this all the way through because we got to eat dinner. So we're just going to enjoy ourselves. Send us some questions. Stay with us and have a glass of wine and have fun. So,
Noel says she loves it.
who was that?
Noel.
Thank you, Noel.
And Aunt D says, hi, Larkin and Kat.
Hey, Dee Dee.
Happy
Hope you're
Easter.
doing well.
We miss
Happy
you.
Easter. Let me know if you need something. All right, so I'm pouring myself a glass of wine now.
It is really good.
It is really good. The Fabulist. Check it out.
When I first saw that bottle, I thought, is it from the same line of wines as like the Prisoner?
Just from the label, it kind of had that look.
Fabulist and they have all those.
That's a good point.
But
all right, so let's start talking about the Gorgonzola cream sauce we're going to make.
I got some questions if you want some of those.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do questions.
Anne wants to know what all is on the Brussels.
The Brussels. And I bought the Brussels from Fresh Market. Got a delivery this morning there with a package that they're already kind of split. I went through, kind of pulled the leaves off. But I did hold on to those because don't throw away those Brussels leaves when you're cutting your Brussels. I love to throw those in there at the very end. It's almost like a Brussels chip. Right. So we'll add those in at the last second and let those little crispy pieces fry up. I think it's great. But we did olive oil. We did salt, pepper, and pancetta. That's what's in there so far. We are going to add a little bit of our balsamic vinegar right before they're done. Let them kind of get that caramelized, little bit of sugar, and they'll be great. What else you got?
Noel wants to know. Oh, and by the way, on the Brussels.
Yeah.
When Larkin taught me how to peel the Brussels sprouts, it was like you only take off the ones that are loose, like on the outside. If they're
falling off,
they're falling off.
Don't start taking them all apart and you're left with nothing. All right, but I do hold on to those leaves, like I just said. At the last second, flash them in your skillet. And it's kind of like a kale chip. It's like a Brussels chip. Okay?
How do you clean the...
How do I clean what?
Cast iron.
Okay, so as soon as we're done with this cast iron tonight, I will put some hot water in it, and I will almost let it boil from the heat that's already retained in it. And I will take a wooden spoon here, all right? And when it's boiling, I will kind of scrape the bottom, get all the bits off, make sure it's clear, dump that water out. Once I know there's no grit left on it, I'll put a touch of olive oil in there, take a nice clean rag and wipe it down and put it back in the oven for storage. That's it. No soap, nothing. Oh, those are looking really good. You can see the color on those Brussels. Now, I don't like mine. We've talked about this when we've done other vegetables. I'm not going to cook my vegetables until they're mushy, all right? I want them to have a little bit of bite to them, all right? Our bacon, pancettas getting nice and crispy. Those Brussels are cooking. And look, once again, you'll hear me say, this isn't burnt. That's caramelized. That's what I want. I like this. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of our balsamic vinegar. Kind of finish this up.
And the wine was from a distributor out of Nashville.
I love when you put balsamic in a skillet. It will kind of take your breath away, that vinegar. But those look beautiful.
I got this.
I'm going to push those to the side. All right.
Hey, Debbie.
I'm going to check our tenderloin. Looking beautiful on the tenderloin. We're going to keep that going. Now we're going to start working on our Gorgonzola cream sauce. Look, we've talked about fillets before. I think the first show we ever did, we did fillets. Filet is a beautiful cut of meat, but filet does not have a lot of flavor. Okay? That's the reason why when you go to a restaurant, a lot of times you see a filet of beef topped with lump crab meat, topped with béarnaise sauce. It's a beautiful cut. It's very tender, but it needs some extra flavor. So that's why you'll see people do that. You don't see a lot of fat in a filet. All right? You don't what you call marbling. Marbling.
Flavor? Okay.
Yeah, when you look at a New York strip or you look at a ribeye, you see a lot of marbling. If I had to pick one steak that I'll only eat for the rest of my life, it'd be a great New York strip. To me, it's the perfect balance between the filet and the ribeye. Sometimes ribeye's great. People love them. To me, sometimes they can be a little too fatty. All right, but we need to add a little something to these tenderloins to give it a little flavor. All right?
I've got a question because you said New York strip.
Yeah.
So Larkin always tells me if he were, is it your prison meal? If you were to go to jail.
Yeah, we've laughed. I've always said this.
Think about this, y'all. Think about your death row
last
meal. No,
death
your
row
death row
meal.
meal. So
I'm in the business. I always think about my death row meal.
So if Larkin were on death row.
Let's see if you remember it.
And it was his very last night.
Yeah.
He'd want a New York strip.
Yes.
A salad.
What kind of salad?
With Thousand Island dressing.
Yeah, served in a wooden bowl.
I knew that. You jumped ahead. And then
what kind of lettuce? Though? It's got to just be
just iceberg.
Just iceberg. Just crisp iceberg with Thousand Island dressing in a wooden bowl.
Yeah.
What would my starch be?
French fries?
French fries. Just crispy steak fries.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you beat a New York strip, a wooden bowl salad with Thousand Island and some crispy steak fries?
I mean, you'd be finished.
You'd be finished.
That's it.
That's always been my meal.
Yep.
Nothing no lobster,
I haven't decided on my
nothing like that. But think about what your last meal would be. Comment, let us know.
Yeah.
So, not that I think anything's going to happen, but I've always said, what would it be? So, all right, let's get on our Gorgonzola cream. We've got our beautiful copper pot. All right. We're going to add a little bit of butter into that. All right. We're going to set that on our stove. I'm about to pull these Brussels off. All right. I am going to do that.
Ann says she knows your dessert.
What is it, Ann?
A bowl of mint chocolate chip ice cream.
There you go. She's right.
I'm right. No, I said that. She didn't say it.
No, but I also think it could be, there's one other dessert.
Okay.
Let's see if she gets it. All right, so we've pulled these Brussels sprouts off. What do y'all think? Think the Brussels sprouts look good?
Yeah.
They look fantastic. All right, we got a little balsamic. We got some pancetta. You can see how that's thickened up. Can we see that in the skillet?
Yeah.
Those are absolutely gorgeous. All right. Now, we're going to start working on our Gorgonzola cream. That copper pot, what'd she say?
Cheesecake.
No. My other thing would be...
Sad face.
The other thing would be a piece of key lime pie. If it was, I would do a piece of key lime pie. I mean, super tart, key lime pie. So, all right, we're going to melt this butter in here.
Mom, I just got $14. Really good, buddy.
All right.
Awesome.
So remember, we're making our Gorgonzola cream. Folks, this is super simple. All right. We've got our trusty little containers here that I use every night. I've got a little bit of chopped garlic, and I've got a little finely minced white onion. I'm going to get all that garlic out of there.
Hey, Damon.
What's up, Brother Damon?
Did you get that at Dixie Pickers?
Yeah, we talked about it. Hey, Damon. We're using a little bit of the Mississippi pecan wood B3 tonight. We talked about it at the beginning. Threw some on our coals. So thanks to those guys again for the beautiful care package they gave me. We're gonna be throwing a couple products out over the next few weeks. We've got some fantastic stuff from them, and I can't wait to use it and show y'all what you're doing. But tonight on this tenderloin, let's throw a little pecan wood on there.
We got another death row meal. You want to hear?
Oh, let's hear somebody's death row meal.
Sally, my cousin Sally, she says she wants pizza, a double cheeseburger, Cobb salad, and a Mississippi mud pie.
God, that's a lot.
I'd want the double cheeseburger with mustard, pickle, and onions. That
Yeah,
sounds really good.
I mean, look, if to me that is the classic burger. To me, the classic burger is a cheeseburger, mustard, pickle, onion.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That's it.
Happy Easter, Damon.
We've all done burgers with bacon and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, mustard, pickle, onion is the way to go. All right, so we've got this beautiful butter, garlic, a little bit of minced white onion. All right, we can rub a little bit of that on our tenderloin. It's looking wonderful. So now what we're going to do is, we've got a little heavy whipping cream. Okay, this is for our Gorgonzola cream sauce. Let's pour a little bit of that heavy whipping cream in there. All right, a little bit more. Okay, we're going to let that start cooking up. In the meantime, I'm going to set these Brussels to the side.
Emily Thomas says hers would be mac and cheese, maybe with lobster.
Mac and cheese with lobster. Okay, so a lobster mac and cheese. That's good.
Sally Taylor says she wants everything on her burger, but Matt Durrett says no ketchup.
Ah, way to go, Matt Durrett.
Thomas says ketchup is the worst condiment that they could ever make on the earth, and I disagree.
No, ketchup's great.
It's the worst.
Ketchup's great. But I'm a mayonnaise guy, too. I like a little mayonnaise.
Robin just said Larkin can cook it, and she will be happy.
Yeah, thank you, Robin. So we're mixing up our heavy whipping cream here. All right. Let's add a little salt and pepper in there. Season it up. Hope y'all are having fun here. We're just chilling out tonight.
Did anybody dye eggs? We dyed some eggs today.
Yeah, we dyed some eggs today with the kids.
It's really kind of sad, though. I'm not, I'll dye the egg. I love dyeing the eggs, but we never end up eating them.
Are you supposed to eat dyed eggs?
Well, I mean, people do.
Okay. Julia ate one of the eggs before we dyed it. I know that.
Okay, I saw her eating that.
Yeah.
Aunt Dee's having burger, pickle, mustard, and onion.
Thank you, Dee Dee. Dee Dee's got it right. Mm-hmm. So, turn our tenderloin over. Now what we're going to do is, so we've got our heavy cream, garlic. What else we put in there? A little minced white onion, salt and pepper. We've got the rest. We did a little something with Gorgonzola the other night. We had this wedge left. Now we're going to take that and we are going to crumble it. Hot, Patrick.
Tommy, will you take that inside?
We are going to crumble this into our heavy cream.
Dad, make sure you wash your hands.
All right, and we are going to let that slowly melt in our skillet here. All right, let's get a temp check on our tenderloin. I remembered it tonight. Sorry. Thermopin.
Uh-huh.
We've got our Thermopin. I don't know how I forgot that the other night. All right.
Oh, Matt Durrett says the Crystal Burger Combo is the best way to have a burger. What's the temp?
We're like 118.
Where do you want to be?
I want to be like 125. So, Matt Durrett said, what was it? That would be his death row meal,
he just
the
said
Crystal
that's
Combo?
the best burger combo. I've got a Clark Talley death row meal.
Oh, Coach Clark, let's hear it, buddy.
Okay, he wants oysters from Bourbon House.
From where?
Bourbon House in New Orleans.
I have not been to Bourbon House. So just raw, like a dozen raw oysters. Okay.
Oysters from the Bourbon House, a big New York strip, Miss Mary's salad, and a traditional bread pudding.
Love it. Shout out to the Miss Mary salad.
Sounds like you've thought about that one.
He's thought about it. Look, let me tell you, and not to toot our own horn, there isn't a salad in Shelby County that has sold more than a Miss Mary salad. It's kind of like a sign that you see on McDonald's that used to say million sold. I would love to go back over 30 years and know how many Miss Mary salads we've sold. And the thing about it is, it fits right in with what we do here every night, which is it's super simple. It's not mixed greens with fancy blueberries or dried cranberry. It's iceberg, romaine lettuce, celery, bell pepper, onion, and a fantastic Italian dressing with a little bit of Gorgonzola crumble blue cheese. and a pepperoncini pepper. It's the best salad in the city of Memphis. No knock to any other restaurant, but no one's caught up to the Miss Mary salad yet.
So we have a question about the tenderloin.
Yes.
Why not pull it off at 118 degrees?
It would be way too underdone.
Yeah.
Now, if you like your steak, if you want to, are there kids around?
Yes, too many.
Too many kids are around right now? I can't say what I'll say. I'll say it in a minute.
You put that. I don't know.
It's got to be kid-free zone.
Something inappropriate is what he was thinking.
All right, so look, here's what we got. Our heavy cream, our Gorgonzola cheese. We want to let that keep boiling. We want it to reduce down and thicken up. That's going to be, that's going to be fantastic. All right. So, if you want to, y'all go over there. Tommy, over there for a second. Let's move all our wonderful children out of the way.
He's hiding behind
Yeah,
the
he's
bush.
hiding. They're going to hear it. Look, I know. So it's only got one bad word. All right. So that's the old adage: if you want to cut the horns and wipe the ass, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Big Daddy's got the best sayings. 118 degrees. You're cutting the horns, wiping the ass. That's how rare. I'm not too fond of that.
No, I don't want
some
it.
people are. I'm not knocking you. But
Thank you.
because you have to remember that we're not going to let this set due to time. When I go to pull this steak off, I would typically let it set 15, 20 minutes, let it absorb. During that time, you're going to go up 8 degrees, 8, 9 degrees. So you pull it off at 125, it's going to end up at about 133, 134, perfect temp, okay? 118, you're only going to come up to about 125, and 125 is rare. And let me tell you, it's going to be like cutting a piece of jelly when you go to slice it.
A couple people saying hi to you.
Who's saying hi?
Sally Taylor and Skip Moore.
Tell them hi.
Okay. Brandon says hi. We got a lot of Miss Mary's salad lovers. I
Thank
think
you.
it is one of the best. Matt Sanger's watching.
Hey, Matt Sanger. All right. Let's check her out here. We're going to put that right in the side.
No.
The 126. We're going to pull this off.
126.
Woo, look at that. Magic of TV. Got my resting tray. I'm going to let that rest. Give me a couple questions. Give me 5 minutes to let that rest. Our sauce in this beautiful Grazzani family copper pot. And look at I'm going to show you. You can already see how that is thickened up with that Gorgonzola cheese in it.
I don't think you have ever made that here.
I don't know if I have either. But it's
he's
in
bringing out
my
things.
wheelhouse, you know? All right. Oh, you got to taste that. Wow.
Don't stick it back in there. It's Corona.
Corona. I mean, we live together. Come on. All right, I'll get you a new one. Here you go.
Thank you.
Little sip, little taste for the executive producer.
Oh, yeah.
Gorgonzola cream.
Y'all.
Beautiful.
I don't think I've ever taken. We need the salt and pepper still, don't we? Or no?
No, we don't
that
need
is
it.
so good.
Asher, our oldest son, is inside. He's handling he wanted to make some mashed potatoes tonight. And so he's handling it himself. He's peeling them. He's boiling them. He's doing the whole process. He's learned from me. So I'm proud of him for doing that. So
I've got some questions. So
yeah.
Durrett says his death row meal might be spaghetti and ravioli from John Grazzani's.
Okay.
Tish says, what was in the Gorgonzola sauce again?
So we started with butter, garlic, minced white onion. We sauteed that. We added heavy whipping cream, and we crumbled Gorgonzola cheese in it, and we're letting it kind of boil away to reduce. I'm going to grab our serving platter.
Would you do the same if you wanted to make a blue cheese sauce?
Yeah, blue cheese, Gorgonzola, same.
Okay. Happy Easter, Melinda. I hope everybody is still able to have a wonderful Easter even though we can't get out. We're going to watch Mass on TV in the morning.
All right, I'm coming back. Our serving platter. Somehow I got a bunch of blue cheese cream sauce on the iPad. Any other questions? We're almost done.
Well, let's see.
I still think we're going to end up a little rare to mid-rare.
But if you let it rest, it'll
Yeah.
come up.
All right. You ready to cut?
Yeah.
Let's
go.
cut. We're going to see a little running on this. It's going to run a little juice because for y'all, we want to finish it up.
Can you just top me off before you cut?
I'm going to turn that vent off. I'm going to pull this Gorgonzola cream off. I'm going to let y'all see that there.
Mom's yelling at me. Like I'm just shaking my little wine glass over
see
here.
that Gorgonzola cream in there?
Yes. Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Every time I try to make any sort of cream sauce, it curdles. Is that the right word?
Well, a lot of
Why?
times you see curdling when you deal with like béarnaise or other things where you have egg and stuff like that.
But you put cream.
Yeah, but this isn't, you don't have to worry about that on this.
Okay.
So let's, one last look. Look how that's thickened up.
Y'all, it's so good. It's just the right amount of salt, too.
Yeah.
Will you give me just a tiny bit of that?
Yeah, a little splash for the producer, and we're going to cut some
This
tenderloin.
show's going long.
That's okay.
That's why, usually I don't have to have another splash.
All right, so here we go. No rookie cuts, folks. Don't go straight down. Cut them thin. You cut them thick, all your guests are going to want to be grabbing, this big old piece, And if you want to, this could be a night, too, that you have some great little crescent rolls or what's it, Sister Schubert rolls.
Yeah.
You lay those out. Let somebody make a little sandwich, okay? So we're going to cut this tenderloin. All right? And I can already tell you by cut number 1, we are going to be fantastic.
We need to let Granddad be the first taste tester tonight.
He could be the first taste tester. So don't get concerned here. All right? Oh, I love that crust.
Dad says it's not an emotion. I can't pronounce things tonight. Emotion sauce. It's a cream sauce.
Immersion sauce. Immersion? What?
Oh, well, yes. She has trouble with spell check.
Okay.
Bigger glass cat.
Look at that, folks.
Ooh.
Look at the beauty on that.
Dad,
Beautiful
you gotta come
crust.
try it. Our first
All
taste
right.
tester.
Okay.
I am super pleased. So 6 feet, Danny. 6 feet.
Man, it looks really good.
How are you gonna do it 6 feet if?
I'm going to do it like this.
Okay. Your hands clean?
Yes.
Boy, that's outstanding.
All right. So,
That's really good.
Isn't that sauce yummy?
That sauce is
folks,
I
this
don't think he's
tenderloin,
ever made it for
the
us.
best sauce I've ever had.
this tenderloin is absolutely fantastic. Please excuse the juice. We would have typically allowed this to sit 15, 20 minutes. When we did that, we would not have seen this juice run out like this. But for the sake of time, we wanted to cut it up for y'all. All right.
Claw's asking for a well done piece. We'll get you one in a second,
All right,
Mama.
so here's what I'm going to do now. Where's my platter?
Where's
I
your
just went and
platter?
got oh, there it is. We have got our platter. We're going to start plating this up.
Plate
I'm going
it.
to try to plate it right in front of y'all.
If you plate it a little bit closer in, you got to take a step in. Oh, juice is dripping through the egg thing all the way down.
I'm going to show you what we're going to
It's
do.
ready to get cleaned up.
We can send Jax out here, can't we?
Yeah. So we're going to lay this beautiful tenderloin right here.
It's really good.
I know. You know what I was thinking? You know that fish that you make when we're at the beach with the
Lump crab meat.
yes.
Yeah.
We haven't done that.
No, but the thing about that dish is, what do we use to make that dish? What's the name of the restaurant?
Blaylock.
Blaylock, not Blaylock. Ooh, that was hot. We go to Blaylock's. When we're ever down at the beach, we always go to Blaylock's. We buy some beautiful grouper. We buy their lump crab meat, and then they have amazing sauces there that we'll use their bisque and other things to kind of go over the top. So it's wonderful. So We've got our tenderloin. Yes, sir.
May I have a taste test?
Yes, you may. Give me just 1 second. So we've laid our tenderloin out.
Justin Timms, Larkin's face at that well done piece.
It was on
like-
the end, Justin.
It's like when Lizzie Sanger likes to put ketchup with when Larkin cooks. She cuts.
She did that one time to me, but I respect her. I love Lizzie.
She knows
you know?
what condiment she likes with her
That's
steak.
what she likes.
Wait, what is that?
All right, we're adding this Gorgonzola cream.
Is that good?
It's unreal.
But
Look at that.
good enough for me to like.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
fantastic. All right, let me wipe
Tish
this.
wants you to post the exact measurements
That
of the
smells really
sauce, so that because she wants to lick the bowl.
Okay. I'm gonna grab our.
There we go.
We'll post it, Tishy.
I'm gonna grab our Brussels sprouts. Holy moly!
Oh, scrape it.
I'm gonna scrape it. Don't worry. Ooh, look at those fine bits there.
Would it be good if you laid those parts on top of this board?
And folks, let me wipe this up, do my little chefing thing. All right. And there's what we have. We have got gorgeous barrel beef tenderloin. Tail and head removed, saved for future recipes. Center cut, cooked to medium rare. Topped with a Gorgonzola cream sauce. At the same time, we did some beautiful Brussels sprouts roasted in that same cast iron that we seared our steak in. We added a little pancetta, salt, pepper, a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Fantastic. All right. And to go along with it, once again, got a beautiful cab from the Fabulist 373 Vintage. Thanks, Cheers Winery, for the selection. We love it. And we can't thank y'all enough. So, you back up and you'll get me?
Yeah.
All right. Here it comes.
Libby's on her way over. Hey!
Libby's on her way over. So, here we are. Hey, thanks for joining us again. Say it again.
Happy Easter.
Oh, happy Easter. I'm getting instructions from the producer. Happy Easter to everybody. Stay safe tomorrow. The weather's supposed to be horrible. Hope you can stay inside, cook a fantastic meal, enjoy your family. We're going to try to do that. And we hope to see you again. I'm not sure if we'll post something tomorrow. We're thinking about frying a turkey, so we might post a few things.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
The
you know,
wine's awesome.
that we put up. And but stay with us if you want to. Honestly, if you want to see how we did this tenderloin, I took it from an 8-pounder down to that barrel cut. Check out the YouTube channel at Cooking with Larkin. I did a video with my son Asher, a little producer, and we made a great video on how to clean your own tenderloin. So check that out. Follow us on the Instagram page, Cooking with Larkin, and enjoy your night tonight and your day tomorrow with your family. Thanks for watching us as always. Cheers.
Cheers. Happy Easter.